Hello there. So today I thought I would do an informal experiment to see how hot it will get after walking around the garden, with it being 93 degrees and 50% humidity. And then also the fact that we basically don't really have a lot of shade here, so it's going to be really hot. I have my umbrella ready so that way I'm not getting beaten down by the sun. Also, wanted to see how bad it will look after walking the garden in this heat and humidity. Now I know for some of you, 50% humidity is not that high, especially if you're like in Texas or something. So it is kind of low for me too. Usually it's in the 70s. So 70s, I consider it being kind of like average here, or your normal humidity here. But it is in the 50s right now. About 2 hours ago, it was in the 60s. I was walking around the garden. So that way, as I'm walking right now, you can see what I was looking at earlier. So that way I'm not having to do it like twice. So this way the experiment will be a lot more accurate. So I went inside, ate lunch, and kind of freshened up a bit. So I'm pretty dried, not feeling as bothersome right now with the heat. So we'll go and see how I will look after walking the garden here. As mentioned, I did walk around the garden already, so that way you will see my face, but you also see the garden. So you'll see exactly what I will look like in each part of the garden. So hopefully that will help you out if you are in the same growing zone, same condition as me here, especially if you don't really have a lot of shade. You can see how badly the plants are struggling, and of course, you know, us walking in a garden at this time of the day is not recommended at all. It's too hot. So wear sun protection, which I have on already, and I have my umbrella, and the umbrella will help to not have my phone be so hot, and then also to protect me as well. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we are in the shade right now. I'm glad we have this Japanese maple above. See if I can show you some of it. So I don't know what I was thinking. I was showing the plants instead of me. So anyway, let's start over. I think I was showing the hydrangeas, and they are actually doing really good. The other side gets more sun than the side that I'm at right now, which is under the nice Japanese maple. And the hostas are not doing bad at all. I am thankful for this Japanese maple right here that is providing them some shade. You can see that the containers are in full sun. A lot of the garden spaces are in full sun right now. I'm about to come to the area under the ornamental cherry. So that one is also providing shade, which I am so thankful for as well, that I still have this tree. It's not very healthy, unfortunately. One of these days, I feel like it's just going to die, just because I think it had some borers in there at some point. So hopefully it's no longer affected. But anyway, right now I'm so thankful for this tree, and I can feel the humidity just hitting me right now, just standing in this little shade right here. So I'm going to show you in front of me. The plants were casting some shadows, which, you know, they were giving the grass a shade, which I don't think they need the shade. So I'm so looking forward to having the banana shrub, the Japanese maple, the native azaleas. I'm hoping that they will get some really good size in the next few years or so, so that way they will provide some pretty good shade for a lot of the plants that are underneath them. Right now, the little lime hydrangeas, they are doing so good. I think they like this this spot right here. Also the oak leaf hydrangeas. So about 2 hours ago, the little lime hydrangeas were getting less sun, but they are getting more sun now, and we are getting some overcast right now as well. So thank goodness. Look at that, overcast. Always nice to have an overcast moment in the garden. So you can see that I do not have big trees around the perimeter of the house, except for that nice big Japanese maple. Otherwise, the all the plants are in full sun. I am so thankful right now that some of the bigger plants are providing some shade to the smaller plants. So I think in a few years we will see a little bit more shade in this garden. I do feel bad for some of the plants, even though they do well in the full sun. I know that with the intense direct sunlight here, I know that they could use a little bit of a break in the afternoon. The lemongrasses are doing so good. The sedums are doing good. The evergreens, like the conifers, they don't mind for the most part, but even some of them, actually, I see that there are some burnt spots. So that really tells me that it's been getting pretty hot here. All the garden spaces that cannot be reached with the hose, they don't get watered as much, and sometimes it just gets to be a lot to water, so I don't water those as often, or those areas as often as I should. We are blessed in our area here that we get rain on a regular basis, but we have been pretty dry. So we went from getting rain pretty much every week to now not as much. But thankful that we did get some rain yesterday evening, and then probably late in maybe around 12 a.m., 1 a.m. as well. So always counting on as much rain as we can get. So what I do when I don't have time is I always try to water the containers. And then the second priority would be to water the in-ground edible plants. And then after that, I will just water as best as I can, but obviously they're not the priority. So with the edible container plants, those get watered every day, and I actually provide protection for them via umbrellas. But as you probably saw in one of the clips, a couple of the umbrellas never seem to stay. They always get knocked over by the wind somehow. It's like they're in the perfect spot to get knocked over. But the ones that do have consistent protection from the umbrellas, they do so much better. So that tells you, even though They are sun-loving edibles like peppers. They don't like our direct sunlight here. They would prefer some kind of relief, some kind of protection, especially in the afternoon. We are heading towards the garlic patch area, which no longer has garlic. Right now, there are some lavenders there, or most of the lavenders. I have one lavender in a container, but the rest of them are here. And the lavenders, I try not to water them as much because they like it on the dry side. They just get most of the water from the rain. And so far, they are doing pretty good, better than I expected. Because before last year, I could not get the lavenders to grow in our area or in my garden at all. So thankful for them that they are doing so well now. So we are just going to walk to the next shady spot offered by this pear tree. Earlier was not providing the shade right here, but now it is. Oh, I can tell that it's so hot right now. And let's go to the next shaded spot offered by this red umbrella. And you can see that I got some edibles in the containers, lots of peppers. I got banana pepper, bell pepper, cayenne pepper, jalapenos. You can see I love I love peppers. Well, the nice thing about growing peppers is that you can put them in the freezer. And I see lots of butterflies right now on the zinnias, which I can't show you because I wanted to just for you to get an idea of what I'm looking like right now. I could feel sweat beads just rolling down my face right now. So I don't know what time it is right now, but I will put it for you when this video will end. So now walking back to the Japanese maple. All right, I am back. I can tell you that I am very sweaty under my arms right now. You can probably see the sweat beads coming down. I should have done a better job with letting you know that I didn't have any of that to start off. So, and then got some sweat down there. So all I can say is if I did not, let's go back. All I can say is if I did not have that umbrella, oh my goodness, I don't think I can tolerate it. It's just too hot. I know that I have darker skin, that I should be able to handle the heat, but no, I have very thin skin. So whatever is beating down on me, of course the sun rays is what I am talking about. I feel it. It's not the heat, so to speak, it's the pain that I feel because I could feel the sun rays just damaging my skin, just penetrating through my skin. So that's the part that I don't like about the sun. And anyway, what else? And of course, the humidity. So I am dripping right now, and I didn't wear a hat for a reason because if I had my hat on, this whole area right here would be completely soaked. My whole head would be soaking. Anyway, I don't think my hair is looking as bad. So yeah, I don't know, maybe that's 30 minutes or so. Let me just pause. Yep, it's around 30 minutes or so, and you could see it's already unbearable. So I would not recommend that you walk around the garden like I am doing or I was doing right now. You know, do not weed, do not try to do anything. Be going to, you're probably going to have heat exhaustion. Now, in 2020, 2021, I was so stupid. I wanted to get, you know, as much gardening as I could when I wasn't working. And you thought I would know better, but apparently I did not. I damaged my hand so badly. Now, right here, the curve of where my thumb and my forefinger, that area got badly damaged, that it was crusting over. You can see the lines are abnormal, the folds of my hand. That's not how it's supposed to be, or it's just aged a lot. So it never recovered. Same thing with the other. So this is not about, you know, trying to get things done. Is about taking care of your skin, taking care of your health as well, because some people may be more susceptible to skin cancer than others, and not to mention that your hands will age a lot faster than you, which is in my case. And I could also see the discoloration of my hands right there at, you know, the area that I mentioned. So yeah, it's just make sure that you protect yourself. And just me being out here for about 30 minutes or so, I'm already sweaty, it's hot, even though I'm in the shade. And yeah, this is not a good time to do any type of gardening at all. And if you work constructions and all that, I really think that they should not be doing anything like that in this crazy heat. You know, with the plants, some of the plants, they cannot handle it. So, and there should be, and they are more equipped to handle the heat than we are. And so, because of that, we shouldn't be out here at all. All right, so I'm rambling on and on. So the take-home message is that even with just being here for about 30 minutes, it's very unbearable. So please, please do not try to do any gardening thing in the heat of the day. I would say do it before sunrise and later on after sunset. And if you had to choose, the best one would be before sunrise because the humidity is not as high yet. So in the evening, even though the sun may have gone down, the humidity is still going to be there. What else? And protect your skin from, you know, if you're out and about, like even going shopping, I always have my hat on, wear sunblock or sunscreen. And if at all possible, try not to go out at, you know, at the peak of the day. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And until the next one, take care and bye for now.